Hey everybody, hope you're enjoying your Monday afternoon. I actually cannot think of a better thing to do than be up here on the stage at PAX 2015, powered by Twitch. Right now, joined by Battery Staple Games, and they are going to, we're going to check out this game called 20XX. It's one of the games we also saw on Thursday night, and it is, of all the games we played, the biggest love letter game that I have seen. I mean, it's one of the biggest love letter games I've seen in ages. This is Chris King, aka CK, and CK is like, you guys are gonna have so much fun. Rami, you get to play with him.
Yeah.
This is a co-op game. CK, give us a little bit of background. What inspired you to do this? What's this all about?
20XX is basically co-op roguelike Mega Man X. So it's Mega Man style gameplay. Yeah, let's check it out. Mega Man style gameplay with randomly generated levels, powers, weapons, bosses, all that stuff like that. Every time you play, permanent death. So every time you die, it's back to ground zero with some some progression elements in there. And full multiplayer, both online and on the couch. So I'm gonna get Rami in over here.
I am ready for this.
Cool. So do you want to be Nina, who is this blue chick, and also that palette-shifted yellow chick with a buster, or you can be Ace, who is a sweet beam sword? Who do you want to be?
I'll stay Nina.
Right on. Then I'll switch to Ace.
I'll be Nina.
And Tiggy, you got to ask him. I mean, the thing that blew John away. You got to ask him which control scheme he wants.
Which control scheme?
Remember, you were like, which way he likes to play it?
Oh yeah.
This seems pretty good to me.
Thank
Shut
you.
this down.
So
yeah, it's nice
rock
and
and
delay.
roll.
Cool. Let's do it.
I
Let's
won't bog
go.
him down.
Right on, man.
Whoa.
So it's gonna load a level for us. Yeah, you still fall.
Slow motion.
I freeze all this stuff, but it still checks gravity once a frame.
Nice.
Cool. So we're in this level. You're running around. You can charge up your weapon as you've seen. In this demo, you already have a sub weapon with Y. I have that boomerang, and looks like you do too, actually.
I am all for boomerangs.
Normally, it's like kind of like a metal blade from MM2. You can throw it in all 8 directions. Normally, these are powers that you acquire as you slay the game's bosses, but just for demo purposes, we start with one just because it's fun.
Seems good to me.
So you're dashing, you're dash jumping. Yeah, you're solid. You know what's up.
Yeah, this is. I know exactly what's up. The moment I grabbed this controller, I knew what was up. That's. Yeah, it's very much love letter.
So the levels are littered with these little side rooms. Like these gold crates always contain some kind of passive upgrade that'll boost you for the rest of the run. So the brain food lunch is going to extend our energy bars and fill you up.
Nice.
Your energy being the thing that consumed when you use the boomerang. No, way up here. It's roguelike, so we don't kill you when you hit a spike. We don't kill you when you fall into a pit. Instead, you take damage, go back to the last safe spot. Like if we expected you to play for over an hour like that, it would be really brutal and completely inaccessible.
Yeah,
and we wouldn't be on this sweet stage.
This is. Oh,
you're good, man.
This is brutal.
There's 3 health for you over here.
I would love to get that, but
use
I keep
your
falling into the lava.
use your dash jump.
All right.
So when I said love letter, I meant that in the best way possible.
Oh yes, thank you.
Because I think one of the things that's really cool about, one of the things that comes to mind when I think about these sort of things is, would Grand Theft Auto be Grand Theft Auto if it was made in America? There's something special about someone removed one layer from the actual place they are,
right,
and their ability to see things through the lens of what is actually important.
How about get that health? Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things you guys have captured here, CK, is that, like, for instance, having those controls dialed in so, there's that word intuitive. I don't know if intuitive is really right because no one was ever born with a controller in their hand.
Sure.
But where you just have that real sense of like perfect feel. Everything actuates as you want it to. The animations are all right in flow with the way you press stuff. Everything goes exactly where you expect it to. And there's an understanding of like, okay, my game engine has to run fast enough to support that. The animations all have to be there to support that.
Right.
And get that feel that was just so locked down in the original Mega Man games. And it hits on it. I mean, it just gets it just right.
Thank you so much. We spent a lot of time iterating on that to get that feel just right.
Boss
it is.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready.
Classic Mega Man doors. Boss health charge.
Yep.
So this is actually the guy who drops the boomerang we currently have. So we're going to finish this, and normally be able to get a sweet new power. We could get duplicates of a sweet power we already have.
Now we have double boomerangs.
Yeah, so you finish this little chunk. You can see each of us has the option between the boss's power, this boomerang, or there's a randomized stat upgrade over here on the right. In this case, it's health. Or you can grab the nut stack over here on the left, which is it's an extra currency. So if you find a shop later, or like a health machine or whatever like that, you can use it. So what am I going to take? Let's go with some health. So we finished the level. You see these 2 gold crates here. We finished. You see the blinking bonus achieve thing on the top. It's rewarding you for playing pretty quickly. You get an extra passive. So normally you get 1. We just would have gotten the cannon, but instead we got the bonus 2. So now we can check out.
You guys excelled this time.
Oh yeah, we went pretty fast.
Well, he did. I fell into the lava 40 times.
You did just fine. You got health. You're alive.
Nice. I'm doing good.
Yeah. It's a pretty tough game.
It's amazing how quick you pick up the controls and how quick you can get to that point of just playing with the challenges of the game.
Right.
That's where it's at for this sort of game, right? I mean, you don't want to be struggling with the controls. That's the age-old argument, too, about first-person shooters. It's like, look, unless you can really outdo Halo controls, or then unless you can really outdo Call of Duty controls,
right,
don't mess with it. Just get those right. Get it locked. Get it on lock.
Oh, no.
You're good. Oh, you actually, there's a little thing down there, though.
Yeah, I noticed it.
So we missed a little part of the meta, and while you guys stick in there. I'll let you guys play because I realize it's super intense when you're playing.
Oh, we can check this out.
A little part of the meta that we kind of like ran by there was once you defeat a boss. In the full game, it's not set up for demo. You earn that boss's special.
Correct.
And then you have a selection based off the trophies of the other bosses you would go after.
Right.
And so as you progress through the game, there's some tactics to, like, which one do I go after next? Which special do I add to my arsenal? And then based on the specials that I have, what do I go after next? And how well does each level play for me? You know, am I at a disadvantage in this level because I don't have a specific power-up yet, or am I at a real advantage because I do have it?
Is this a good time to take care of this level? You know, how good am I at playing to this level's themes? Like later on in the game, like maybe I want to get this boss out of the way early before he gets, you know, a certain move. I'll get you in a sec.
I died. It's interesting because when you think about it, Mega Man actually has a very surprisingly good roguelike.
It lends itself to it really well.
There's a lot of great synergy. Mega Man is all about feeling like weak, terrible garbage at the beginning of the game and becoming stronger. You know, Mega Man X makes an awesome point of this. Right in the intro stage, you know, you have that thing with Zero where he blasts File and saves you, and it's like, you know, you can become stronger like me. You have it in you to do this.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's baked into the series right from the beginning. So it flows very well with that. I agree.
I love the way you did the ceiling walk panels, by the way. You just breathed past that section. But I think the ceiling walk panels are really genius. They work really well. Clearly, like, add another level to the back and forth, but they just seem to also still have that seamless, just immediately click mechanic to it.
Right, yeah, every level's got its own visual theme, set of enemies, set of platforms, like ways you can jump around and navigate the stages. So the little jungle theme here has the magnetic ceilings, it's got those falling platforms, it's got those Mega Man 2 Heat Man style blocks, except improved, because you can actually see when they're going to come in, so they're not totally BS and unfair.
So here you go, guys. It's a yin and yang situation.
It is, it very much is.
I'm not a good yin or yang, apparently.
I have faith in you.
I love the bullets again. Against slow projectiles, totally my thing.
Lots of time to dodge, lots of time to see where they're going to go. Very calculated, given how frenetic the gameplay can sometimes be.
Since you are doing, like, you know, unique designs for each level, what are you drawing on for inspiration for them?
That would be, unfortunately, a really great question for our two artists, neither of whom is here today. I do not have a visual bone in my body. I'm one of those jerks who sees fantastic art come out, and all I can say about it is, I like this, or maybe this could use a little more pop. Which is really, really irritating.
Can you turn up the graphics on level 4 a little bit?
Somebody gave me the term juicy for it. Can you make it juicier? I'm like, ugh, that would drive me insane.
Juicy is a pretty good term, but I would probably get pretty upset if that was the only thing.
That was the only feedback, right? So now we can get new power if you like. So check this out. I think I'm P1, you're P2. So yeah, now we have the Flame Shield. So unlike Mega Man X, where you get the set of boss powers and you can sort of cycle through them, here you have 3 power slots, and now the second one is on left bumper. So instead of having to switch between, you can have a tactical set of 3 that you choose, and just use those sets. You know, so you could have a nice offensive one like Flame Shield. Here, let's see this third team down here before we.
Give them a real quick taste before we punch out.
We'll pretend that nobody's waiting.
While you're loading this up, CK, how far along are you in development? Planned platforms, all that kind of stuff. Where can people find this?
We're about 2 years into development. We're currently on Steam Early Access. So you can get it right now. You can get it today. You can go to our store page. I think we're currently the first result on Google for it.
You're sold out, right?
Oh, God, I wish. We sold out on Steam, guys. That'd be incredible. So basically, we're still technically in alpha. We're going to be in beta really soon, and we'll be in full release at the beginning of next year. And basically, it's if we do well on PC, you know, we're sitting here playing this with controllers, right? We're sitting on a couch. This game belongs on a console. We'd love to port it. We'd love to play it on PS4. We'd love to play it on Xbone. Maybe even handhelds would be fun. Like a lot of the older Zero games would be great.
Yeah, sure.
A little bonus section, you can see the lasers for a little bit.
Bonus section just leads to me falling down again.
Dude, extra powers are awesome.
Oh, sweet, we can see this before we go. Maybe come over here and get this weekend. So
I love how he's like, get up here, show this stuff.
Every so often, instead of like a passive that just boosts you, you'll get one of those little diamond crates that gets you a cool new primary weapon for the rest of the run. So you can see, instead of the saber, I now have this sort of like jettison-y, speary thing, even though it looks a little more like a parasol. We just finished this 2 days, 4 packs. So if you pick this up,
you know what? You just grab it.
I can't, unfortunately. I'm ace, so I only have the melee weapons.
CK, this is really great stuff.
Don't be dependent on me if you want to show something, man. Like, this is the first time I've touched the game, but it feels really good. Like, the controls just immediately click.
And I really appreciate it.
I just kind of suck at the game.
But even still, you're having a great time, right?
Yeah, no, I want to, like, after this stream is over, I want to go back in here and, like, not suck at the game.
Fantastic.
It has that roguelike feeling of, okay, give me one more try.
Right.
Next try, I'll be better, I promise.
And next try, you even will get slowly better. We recently implemented a system where, so you take these, see the soul nuts in the bottom left, that 10?
Yeah.
Every so often we have those blue glowing foes in a level, and they give you this currency that comes back to you to the Ark after you die. And it can be used to purchase stuff so that in future playthroughs you can unlock new stuff, even little minor upgrades that stick with you, stuff like that.
Little meta progress.
Bingo.
Always good to have.
All right, so if you're watching on the stream right now, this is 20XX. You can pick it up on Steam. It is early access. It's just alpha, but obviously already a lot of great game in here to play. We still have several more games for you to check out on the stream as well. We're going to keep going through the PAX Rising stuff here from PAX 2015, powered by Twitch.